Hello there. Let's see. Did I open the right one? No one's here. MacOS level 2. Yeah. Where's that one? There we go.
Hi.
Hello. I was wondering if I had opened the wrong class because no one was appearing, and I know you all very timely
Yeah,
bunch. Hi,
I
Jarmoon.
tried at one and I was just waiting. So
I was in Mac level 2, in Mac level 1. I was sitting there going, okay, something is wrong with this picture because at this point everyone should be in the waiting room. So I had to sign out of Mac level 1 and open Mac level 2. So sorry about that. Uh, you know, the brain today is a little bit spacey.
yeah.
All right, so let's head over to the chat and give me a little hey ho. I like that Jetmoon always remembers to do that, first of all. That was mine. Okay, head over to the chat, guys, and write something in there. Afra, I'm going to change your name. Okay, who else needs a name change? Bob. I'll add your Moran. There we go. Hi, Viola. Hi, Bob.
Hi.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Afra back there somewhere. And hi, Jarmoon. I hope others join us soon. I have a tangle of cables here that is
Hi, Miss
driving.
Diana. Can you hear me on the mic?
Yep, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, I know some other times we have an issue with sound, but I have some tangled, driving me crazy. There we go. Here comes Odessa. Bob on your second computer.
Deanna, I just sent you a private message.
I will check. Thank you. Thank you. Sounds good. Thanks for letting me know. Hope all is good. Okay. Odessa, second one.
Yes.
Here we go. Odessa, how are you?
Good. Thank you. And yourself?
Good afternoon.
Hi, Alfra.
Hi.
Yeah. Hanging in there. All right. Let's I sent you guys an email. Who had the chance? No, I did it to my Photoshop students. I didn't send it to you guys. I had the transcript of a class that I did the other day, remember? I got it for the Photoshop class and I sent it to them to check if they liked it.
I liked it.
And
I liked
oh, Bob, there you go. You're in that class. Oh, Odessa too.
Yeah, I liked it as well.
So I'm going to see. It wasn't as simple as I thought. I had to actually create a whole new document. I couldn't copy paste because it came as one jumble of text. I had to reformat it. If it's going to take a lot, I have to figure out there must be an easier way. If I find an easier way that I can create it and then just post it, let me explain. The Photoshop class, I teach people how to use certain tools in Photoshop. So the summary just said things like Deanna showed people how to move the sliders, but you still need to take the class. It's not like it teaches you how to do it, right? Um, so it's useful to know like what parts of the video you're on for the part that you're interested in. But I'm thinking that for this class, it might be a bit more useful because a lot of what I say here is the theory. It is about talking about the finder or security. You still have to do the deeds, right? But if they talk a bit more about what I'm saying in this class, it might be more than just where in the video can I find it, but it might also be slightly more instructive because of the kind of things I teach in each one. So I'm going to see if I can find a better way to get that summary and send it to you guys to see if you guys give me some feedback whether you liked it or not, because no one responded to the other one, but I'm assuming in class they will tell me, like you guys just did. But there you go. But I started late on this one last week, and let me start now. There we go. I just started the summary. So as of now, we'll see how it works out, the AI summary of this meeting, and then we'll see if we like it and want to add it to the things that I put next to the video. Okay. Which at this point won't be until the spring because guys, this is my next to last class. We are seeing you today and not next Monday. Remember Veterans Day, right?
Oh.
So we only will see you
I'll be here.
time after this.
Monday.
We'll be here, but the school is closed. Did somebody say something? Hi,
When-
Denise. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Jarmoon, yeah, your hand's up.
Yes, I was wondering, are you gonna have anything offered for the spring?
Oh, yeah. I
Oh, yeah.
offer pretty much the same and more because for Mac, I'll offer again the intro level 1 and level 2, but I'm also going to offer the one called Living the I Life, which sounds bizarre, but that is the one that that has all of the information about how to use your phone, all the photos, phone and computer for photography. And the reason I'm kind of hesitating because as I'm speaking, I'm searching for the fall schedule and let me share it. There it is. Here's the fall schedule of classes and I'll be again doing intro, but see, they changed. Oh, interestingly enough, am I in the right one? No, this is fall. No, I didn't want fall. I wanted
Spring.
spring. I was like, whoa, the same schedule. That's strange. And it's because I was not in the right place. So here we are. This is spring 2025.
Can we see that already?
It
We go there?
Yes,
is,
go
yes,
online.
you can.
Cool,
And it
thanks.
is interesting. It is still 1:30 to 4:35. Usually they'll shift it to another date, but I understand why. There's some stuff going on Tuesdays and Thursdays now in the lab where they have a long story. They're rehabilitating it. They're putting new up to date modern computers, but part of Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursday, basically until like 1 or 2, we can't teach in there because it's a class of photography for veterans, which is anyone who's a veteran here and is interested. It's a good one, but it's like the Veterans Association. It's not even really like, well, I think they're gonna somehow bring it into being part of city college classes, but now we can't do those mornings. So I guess that's why usually I used to teach Tuesdays or Thursdays afternoons. Got it, Catherine. Thank you. So I guess that's why the schedule is being repeated, which, yeah, anyway, so, and then I will also teach the Living the I Life. This is the class I was saying, Jarmoon, which is be your name, but this is where I teach all about how to use all of the photos, organize, edit them, figure it out, catalog, take the photos, put them away, and videos, photos and videos. So this is a photos and videos class. And that's Monday, Wednesday, 1 to 4. Oh, but I guess it doesn't start till April.
That's a great class.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much.
And then these start in February. The whole class doesn't start till January 27th. So the second week, I guess we start with Mac level 1, Mac level 2, and then Living the iLife. Those are the 4 Mac classes. Then I'm also teaching in digital design, Illustrator, and then a couple more, Photoshop, web design, other stuff that if you're interested, there you go. So a couple of different Photoshops, Illustrators. Anyway, so yeah, I'm teaching a lot. I will send, as usual, what I do is I send a reminder email, but I don't usually send it until kind of later. That said,
Registration is
gonna
late.
I'm gonna check in. Yeah, their schedules, they're stepping the registration even more than usual. So I think registration isn't until like, is it the
January 7th.
like second week of, yeah, of January? I was gonna say second, yeah. So second week of January. So I'll send you guys this information, but then I'll remind you again nearer to that about the classes and the schedules and stuff like that. Okay?
You're
So
the
as long as you've
only
been
one- Excuse me.
yeah.
You're the only one I know that pronounces February right. I know I don't. Is that because
Oh.
you're from Brazil?
I'm from Argentina and
Argentina, I mean.
see February. What,
Yeah, you pronounce that R that nobody else.
February. It's oh, because you guys say February.
I
like
say February because it's hard for me to put that R
February.
in.
I
You
don't know, but
pronounced it right.
partly it comes from, yes, English is my second
Yeah,
language,
thank you,
believe
Sharon.
it or not. But I lived for,
Well, did you take
when
them
I
with
was-
you when you went for your walk? Are they in your
I'm gonna
pantry?
mute you. Here, I just mute you, Julie. Yeah, I kept my English alive when I was in Argentina by reading. I'm a bookworm, and I kept reading in English. So yeah, a lot of the stuff I do I correct my husband, who's American, in grammar, but he corrects me sometimes in pronunciation on words that I've only read, right? And then I haven't. But so when you see February, it has a R in there, so I guess that's why I say it. I never
Can I
thought about that.
mention something else that doesn't have anything to do with this class?
Yes.
I get so much junk mail, I don't look at half of it. But I got this magazine, Santa Barbara Coast City Lifestyle, in my mail. It was mailed to me.
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara Coast City Lifestyle.
Okay.
Oh, and I found a couple of things in there that just excites me.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know if you've ever seen it or if anybody else has, but
Santa
it-
Barbara Coast. No, I haven't, but I don't know if anyone else has. Why don't you take a picture of it and send it, put it in the chat so everyone knows about it
I'll
or
do
something like
that.
that. Right now.
There's cool stuff in it.
Wait a minute. Really? Catherine's saying that her daughter's in Argentina right now. No way. Just traveling or living?
She went, no, just for 11 days for a soccer tournament that they couldn't get enough international players on the women's side to play.
Oh, there you
They
go.
had the tickets, so she
I
went.
see.
So she's loving it.
Did
She's
she speak
loving-
Spanish?
No, but
Oh.
she did a semester abroad in Barcelona, so
No,
but she's loving Argentina. She's
And-
loving Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires is beautiful. And let me say that even it's the kind of country that if you don't know Spanish, just about everyone speaks English in one way or another. Now, I'm not saying really well, but everyone takes English in school so they can communicate at the very basic level. Definitely not like me. I'm a whole different case because I lived all over the world when I was growing up, and I went to American schools. So English at school, Spanish at home, and that's why I'm fully bilingual. But yeah, you can travel easily and communicate if you know English. Jarmoon, your hand is up. Is that from before or is it another question?
Yeah, I was wondering about your iLife course. Will that be in jeopardy of being dropped? Because I know sometimes some courses have issues getting fulfilled,
Yeah,
and I just
no-
want to make sure
Mm-mm.
that I be able
Yeah.
to add it.
That one has never been dropped and it's always over full. So don't worry. Here's what happens. No one sees the name and signs up to it because it makes no sense. And so it's in April. And so when classes start, you'll see that it's empty. And then when I teach Intro to the Mac level 1, Mac level 2, people start signing up for it because I tell them what it is. And by the time the class starts, I have to be adding people. So sign up early, you'll be in.
And
And
she
then
always
people-
adds me.
And I add you as long as I know you and you're a consistent student, whatever. But people who are out of the blue want to add when I'm over full, I don't add them. So, don't worry. That one has never, ever been less than close. It's always been closed. It's always been waiting, that one. So,
Okay, awesome. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
okay, thank you.
And if you see a closed class that you want to take, write a note to the instructor. And generally, even if they get the note, they'll add you.
Yeah, if you ever see too many people don't know that if you do know, if you do want to take a class that's full, just reach out to the instructors. And some credit instructors, I remember saying that to my kids, and they'd go, they never answered, so there's so and so on credit. But non-credit people, the computer classes, they always use Pipeline. The only issue is that you'll have their pipeline numbers, and sometimes people like the art teachers, whatever, might not check their pipeline, so they might not see your message. So I think it depends a little bit on what teacher, but if they see it, they'll add you. So just always try to add to them.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Barbara, for the tip.
You're welcome. Oh, Barbara for the tip. And yes,
Yeah, you're
thank you
welcome.
too. Thank you too, Barbara.
Sure.
All right. So, so we were working on mail. Any questions that came up before we continue? Anything that happened? Anything you tried? Last class that you want to know more about? You had homework which had to do with making mailboxes and making some smart mailboxes. Did anyone do that? All right.
I
Um,
didn't because my other mail I'm gonna get rid of, so I didn't want
oh,
that
well.
mail coming in.
But to
too.
practice, at least you can still do it. But okay, because
Okay.
then when you get your other email, you know how to. But it's okay, guys. Between here and next, I'm not seeing you until next Wednesday. Practice doing the stuff that I've been teaching so that you can have final questions, okay? Because then after that, it'll be a while till February 2nd when we start again. Yes, Bob?
Yeah, my question is about our pipeline Gmail accounts. Will that keep going even though like during the break, we don't have classes?
Yeah, so the school we'll keep sending information like registration is opening on the 7th or things like that. Also, if there's emergencies, they're good about saying, fire alert, that kind of alerts will still keep coming. So you'll have some emails that the college, if they have emails, like there's a lot of for example, we have the Basic Needs Center now where people can go, which I forget always to mention here. I'm so sorry. I've mentioned it a few times and then I forget. There's a Basic Needs Center right now open also at our Wake Center and at the City College where people can go and pick up anything they need for food and things like that. So those kind of things will all still be open. And, so yeah, even if you're not in class, you'll be getting emails from the college. And for me or for class teachers who might be telling you things like what classes are happening, what to sign up for next year. But you don't get too many because school is out, right? But it stays live until someone uses it.
But so we'll still be able to
Doing that in a good way. I mean, is this
What
again
is-
more
I'm muting you, Afra, because I think what did you say? You'll still be
Oh.
live for what?
if during the break we can still access the recordings of the classes like that we
Oh, I thought you said your email, your drive. Yeah, the drive is live completely. So here's this drive with all these classes will be these 3 documents that have all the links.
yeah.
They will be live until next February 2nd when I start with the first one again, right?
Okay.
But let me clarify, they will be live after that. So if you download this page or make a copy of it, as long as you have the link, I don't take the video down, okay? So you can keep watching the videos forever. They're still on YouTube. What you
Okay.
won't have is the links anymore, because once the new class starts, I erase these links. The only ones you won't have is this session. You won't have these 3 days because Zoom erases them after 14 days from that date. So I'm assuming this one's already been erased. And then I don't know, has it been 14 days from that day? Yeah. So that's the only ones that you will not have. Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you download these, into your own. So let me tell you how you would do that. When you open them, guys, if you want to keep one of these, you can, there's so many ways to download, but like when you open, this one, I made it differently than the others. It's not a page. It's kind of, I formatted it differently. I'm testing out a new format, but you can go to File and Download, right? and it downloads into your computer. Or the other kind, which is this, kind of looks more like a page, but the same file, download, right? And if you have Word, you can do it as Word. And then if you have a Mac, when you try to open the Word document, it will open up in Pages, or download it as a PDF. PDFs download and keep their links. So say that I say right now, download this one as a PDF. See how it goes into my downloads folder, right? So when I open my downloads folder, there it is. It's a PDF, right? And you keep all the links. So you have this forever and ever in your computer if you want it. And what I'm playing around with is having, let me show you the Photoshop, what I did in the Photoshop class. And I put, these are the recordings. And then what I did yesterday is I put out the summary of the AI summary video, and I put the link here. So I'm going to see if I do that to you as well. And then when you go over here and you click on it, it takes you to the summary of that class. And this is what artificial intelligence wrote about my Photoshop class, which we found was really useful because it tells you step by step what I did. And then you can go and say, oh, well, this was kind of mid class, or this was after that, or when you scroll around trying to find what video has what, this kind of is good in that sense, right? So I'm going to see if it's not too complicated. I'm going to try to add these from now on to the dates. But yeah, so I have to find a better way to make them work. But once I make it work, then I'm going to, I like the idea of you guys being able to see.
How do you get that downloads folder down on your bottom bar?
Oh, I just went to the Finder window. Open a
Yeah.
Finder window and clicked on downloads, and there's my downloads, right? So on the
Yeah.
left side, everything we talked
But
about last
you
class.
brought it down, didn't you bring it down to the bottom bar?
No, when I downloaded it, so I said file download, then the computer does this thing and puts it in there, which is a quick access to my downloads folder. That
Okay.
like, so if you took the class where I showed you how next to the trash, this thing here automatically is your downloads folder. Instead of opening the Finder window, I could have gone over here, and here it is, Zoom recording the XMAC level 1. I could have clicked on that way, and then it would have opened up in my preview folder because it's a PDF, right? So that's what
Thank
was
you.
the bottom bar that you're talking about, is because I opened it in as a PDF. Okay, so yeah, I think PDF is the best way to download them and have them. Okay, so now I'm going to close all this.
Thank you.
This is my spring schedule. I'll keep it in here. This is still my fall schedule. Okay. All right. So, oh, and next, and just so you know, next session, the classes are again high flex. So the what it means is that I'll be in Wake Room 3 teaching, and some of you can sign up and come in person, and some of you can sign up online, and I'll be teaching on Zoom. So some of you will be at home, some of you will be in with me, right, for each one of these classes. So you can sign to the appropriate CRN if you prefer one or the other. But don't worry, because if you signed up to be online and one day you want to come in person, you can do that. If you signed up to be in person and one day you want to be online, you can do that. So as long as you sign up to the class, it's interchangeable for days that you'd rather not come in, but for things that you think, I need to see this better, I want to be in person, so you can switch. So all of these have 2 CRNs, and it's because one is in person, Wake 3, and one is online on Zoom. But it's the same class at the same exact time. Only instead of being in my house, I teach from the school and I can help people one-on-one, okay? Not the Living the iLife. The iLife is only online. That's the only class that's still only online, okay? So I thought I'd put that up. All right, so I'll send you the info, and yeah, sign up isn't till relatively late, January 7th, so you have time to plan. But yeah, you can start scheduling and looking at the different options. All right. Okay. So two of you guys had to leave. And Barbara, I checked and that I didn't have those results yet as far as I could find. But I haven't checked since this morning, so maybe they've already.
Oh, I
Getting
had
the
another
result. I'll see.
question or another statement.
Yeah.
I was signed up for one of Diane's online classes that she also teaches in the classroom. And I showed up in the classroom and it wasn't a problem of me being there. I just needed a little more hands-on in the classroom.
Yeah, I think the Photoshop class, right? Or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
One
something.
of them. Yeah, so last session. And Afra was in my in-person classes of you guys here. I think that was it. The rest of you have been online, but yeah, people who need my help in person, or who prefer to see people, to leave their house and have a life outside of the computer, then you can come to the in-person class. Denise.
Yes, I saw a little window that said the AI transcript, AI companion or something.
Mm-hmm.
What you were showing us before, can you explain again where we're going to see that? Because that was a pretty handy tool to have just the notes, a recap of your lesson.
Yeah, so I'm not recording. I clicked on the button to get this to happen for this class, and I'm going to download it when the class is over, and I'm going to put it on the same link where I put the link. I'm going to put the link to the AI summary and see if that you guys will tell me next week whether you liked it or not.
Okay, so we will find that in the shared drive.
And the shared drive with the same exact place where I put the recording links, I'm going to put it right there.
Cool. Thanks.
So I was just showing how I did that last week for the Photoshop class that I put it up there. And the only feedback I got is 2 people here who are in that class who said they liked it. So we'll see. It just took me a lot of time to figure out how to post it because Zoom wants you to go to Zoom, but then they stop having a link anyway. So I want it constantly there. I don't want it there for 14 days. So I downloaded it, but it took a while. So I need to I need to refigure it out. And if it becomes not too onerous, then I will put the link up there all the time. Okay.
I prefer your YouTube links. They are very more convenient.
I'll put them both. No, I'll put them both. The YouTube link will always be there, but some people don't know which day I talked about something, right? So if you don't remember which day I talked about contacts, you can open those summaries and read and go, oh, that was the one the 3rd day of class. And then you can open the video of the 3rd day of class and see that I talked about it midway. So you can zoom up midway. It's that kind of thing. That's how you would use it, but not to replace the videos. No, 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 just as a companion to the videos. That's the way I see it being used. As a reminder of what I covered, that which video has whatever I covered. Anyway, we'll see if it works. I don't know. For now, I tried it once, and I'll get feedback today from all my Photoshop people and see what they thought. It's not to teach you. It's not like the video where I teach you stuff. It just summarizes the things that I am saying. That's all. It captures the gist of what I'm teaching. Okay. So for example, let me go back. For example, when this summary for this class happens, I venture it'll say, Deanna talked about the AI summaries of Zoom, and the class questioned where they were going to see it, and she told them that they would find it in, it's that kind of sentence it will say. You know what I mean? It summarizes this moment, and then it moves on to the next moment. So that's kind of how that summary works. Anyway, so let's go back to the intended class for today. And the share of my desktop is right there. And here we go. Let me clean up, as usual, my desktop of the things that I've been doing in class. Here we go. Okay. So we were in our mail app, and I'm going to open the mail app for a minute here because I want to teach you a few more ways in which these apps connect to each other. I think we had done, we had checked out with everyone involved that most of you guys have already sent a basic email from here. If someone doesn't know how to see their emails in this mail app, or doesn't know how to make a basic email, please give me right now a raised hand. Okay. Now, when I say basic is because all we did the other day was just write something saying, hey, you know, here, let me move this up. We just sent each other, I think over here sometime back here, I have all the ones that you guys wrote, test schedule, test Barbara. These are the ones you sent me on Monday. Okay. And it was just a simply link, a simply email with some text. That's all we did. But what I'm gonna have us do today is we're gonna do a few more things to that email. And then unless there's any deeper questions, we're gonna move on to something else. But new message from here, or you can always go up here and say file new message, right? So there's always that choice next to the message, but I'm going to click on this little icon, and in the Apple, the little box with a thing that sticks out in the diagonal, it used to be a bit clearer, was a little page with a pencil, like start writing, right? Right now it's more, it just looks like a little box with a diagonal thing, but it meant, it would look like a little notepad, right? So I'm going to click on that and the new message appears over here. I'm going to go ahead and share only this for a second so we can isolate it well. And then if you have one of these boxes with a new message, please give me a yes. I want to make sure that everyone's following because I'm going to show you some things about this. Okay, so I'm seeing the ones who are following. Jarmoon doesn't have a Mac. Afra, were you able to open a message for an email? I know you just wrote to me last week, right? So I know you know how to do that. Just click on new message. Okay. And Viola, you're watching today?
Yes, I'm watching and I'm following.
Yeah, and I'm glad, by the way, that your fire alarm finally got fixed. Having that beeping going all the time is infuriating. So, okay, so here we go. One thing I want you all to add, when you first open mail, if you haven't yet done it, you might have done it in another class. It says to, and it says CC, and it says subject, and it says from, right? So there's something missing here that's pretty important, and it's the BCC, and I'm going to teach you how to use it. But how do you include it is by going up here where it says header fields, click on that and add BCC address, and it's going to appear right there. Okay. I want everyone to have two. I want you to have the CC and I want you to have the BCC. So if that worked and you have two CC, BCC and subject, then give me a yes.
Wait, what did you click in order to bring up the BCC?
Up here where it says header fields, see how there's a check mark on CC? And a check mark on BCC. If I touch the BCC again, I uncheck it and it disappears. If I check it, it appears. But this stays put. You never have to do this again. From now on, when I open a mail, it will always have the BCC. This is not like each time you have to add it. Once you make that choice, it'll always be there. I can turn off the CC by clicking on the word CC. The CC disappears, or I can turn it on again. Okay, so that's what that is. There's some other fields here that might be useful. If you are working with other people who also have Mac Mail, then the priority field might be interesting, but you need to make sure that the others are checking it with Mac because this doesn't like portray itself to like if you have a Gmail. And it's this little guy where you can say, this is a high priority email, you know, pay attention to it, or a low priority email or no priority email. I don't think anyone's really using that anymore, but I'm just showing you the only one that I really care about right now is the BCC. Okay. Now the reason I care about this one is because I want to remind you that when you're emailing a group, you should never put all of their emails in the to or in the CC. Unless it's a group of, 4 close friends who always know everyone, they know each other, and you're all planning on going meeting for lunch at a restaurant together. Sure, you can put them all in the to, or you can put all in the CC. Everyone knows that everyone else got the emails, and so it's fine. When someone replies, if they reply all, it goes to everyone. But whenever you're emailing a group that doesn't know each other or hasn't made an agreement to share their emails, for example, for you guys, I send one email to the whole class, but I put your emails in the BCC. So when you check your emails from me, it feels like it only came to you. You don't know that I sent it to 20 other people. Does that make sense? So the BCC keeps other people's emails private. You want to do that because when you put many emails in the CC, that's how when one of those people grabs that list and sells it to the company, and then those emails get sold to another company who then you begin to get like emails from all this spam. It's because someone has been writing your emails in all of these CCs, and everyone sends your email. It's like willy-nilly giving your phone number or your home address to people who don't know you. So just remember to always put in the BCC. So say that I want to write to myself, everyone, go ahead and put in the BCC, send me something in the BCC. So when you write DEMU, you should see appear my whole email address. So DE for my name, and people don't know, but I'm Diana Elena. It's complicated, but if you go DEM, then it appears. Now, if you don't know, when you start writing Diana, I believe you can also see that Diana Musacchio will appear, right? And then you grab the DEM that way. Yes, Barbara?
I missed how you brought up the those like header fields attach and format. I don't have it at the top.
Up here, header fields?
Yeah.
You don't have that choice?
I have header field with CC, BCC, reply, and priority. I
Yeah.
don't have I have the paperclip now.
Okay, so let me just say, do you all see the names? Because maybe you're only seeing icon only. Are you seeing it like this? If you're seeing it like this, that you don't see the description, you see a paper clip but don't know what it is, then you can do a little right click right here in the empty space and click on icon and text. Then you'll see that it says header fields, attach, format.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
That
asking
fixed
that.
everything.
Right click, and then, yeah, because otherwise you have to guess which one is she talking about, right? So yeah, right click, icon and text, it gives you much more of a idea. And if your window is tiny, you only see these 3 things, and then the rest you find under these little arrows. But if your window is big, then those are all the options that you can see up there. Okay, so that's a good one. Can everyone give me a yes if you are seeing icons and words, and if you see all of these? If you don't see all of these and you see only say that, it's because your window's too small, and then you'll see 2 arrows to see the rest. So stretch this window up a little bit more by grabbing it from the edge, and then you'll see all the possible options. Okay? How does that go? Bob? So no, Bob.
I don't see the words like reply and.
Okay, so then right click on the neutral gray area, like this area where there's nothing, right click, and then choose icon and text.
Oh, okay, great.
And now you'll see it.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, that's really useful. I find that, who knows what all these little thingies are. So now in the BCC, were you able to find my name by writing Diana or DE Musacchio? If you were, let me clean your hands again. And if you weren't, then say no. But I want everyone to, in the BCC, put my address. Okay. And then in the BCC, I want you to write your own address as well. Try for your pipeline. So since I only have mine and myself, I'm not going to send myself another one. So I'm going to send one to the SBCC account that this computer has, business services.
Now I lost BCC.
How would you have unless you turned it off again, if you went to header, go back up to header and turn this on again. It's simply a switch, a light switch. You turn it on or off by clicking on it. Are you seeing it now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Okay, so okay, sorry, I was fixing something here that was, I'm trying to see because I changed yeah. Okay, I changed that name in the contacts. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and, oh, that's what I was trying to do. And I got distracted. Do I have you guys' roster here? Oh, I have it on the other computer, which is not where I'm doing this from. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. There's not many of you here, so I'm gonna add your emails to this BCC. So Barbara Walsh, here we go. Who else is here? Viola, Stefan, Jarmoon. Oh, but Jarmoon, I don't, your email. Oh yeah. Okay. Which one is it? That one. Okay. Who else? Denise. I'm going to put your last, there it is. Bob. Do you show up as Bob in the roster?
I think it's Robert Moran.
Okay. Let me go with Moran and let's see if I see, there we go, Robert Moran. Odessa. Burrow. Afra. Is that all of you guys? Do I have
Yeah.
everyone's? Am I missing someone? No, I think I see all of you guys. Catherine had to go and Julie had to go. Both had doctor's appointments. So I put everyone in here. You see that? When you get this message from me, you will notice that it seems like it only went to you. Okay. So if you guys don't send anything yet, I'm going to have us do more things in here. But remember that this would be the right way to send emails to a group of people whom you shouldn't be sharing their personal information. An email is personal information, so to say. This is going to be email for all class, practicing, just practicing. Okay, so you guys can send, you're going to send yours to me. Okay, so that I'll see if you guys put all the right things in there, but I'm going to send it to the whole class. So what are we going to do? From, make sure that if you choose from, make sure it's coming from your pipeline account to me. Don't send it to me from your personal emails, right? So this is how you make that choice. From the school account. You got that? All right. Then we're going to click in this area and we're going to say something like, hi there, you know, I don't know. I don't care what you say. This is my email to all the class. I've placed everyone else in the BCC column or field, let's call it, in the BCC field. Okay, and not everyone else, everyone in the BCC field. So you shouldn't be seeing anyone else's email addresses. Okay, so that's what this is. I've also, and this is attached a photo. And I've used emojis in my message, which is what we're about to do. So I'm going to show you. I also formatted the email text. So we're going to do all those things. The only thing you're not going to do is you're not going to BCC to each other. But
And now don't close the window, Barbara.
Okay, so Barb, I can hear you talking to yourself. All right, so this is what I'm, have fun. Deanna. All right, so this is the email that I'm sending. You guys can say hi, that's it, or whatever you want to tell me about today, just tell me, but only I will see it. But you will all get this one. Now, I'm going to show you what's up here. Next to the header fields, there's some space depending on how big or small you have your email. You might have a little bit of space or a lot of space, right? But when we get over there, we can attach a file. So I'm going to attach a file, which means a document that I have in this computer. I'm going to click on that little paper clip, and I'm going to attach a file. And right now, I'm attaching the thing that I just downloaded, which is the Zoom class recording links, right? And so I went to my computer. You find where you want to, maybe you have it in the downloads, maybe you want to send something from the documents, from the desktop. You look at the file you want to attach, and you attach it. I am attaching the Zoom recording links. So then once you select it, you say choose file. So now here's, oh, I didn't attach the right one because I was doing crazy downloads. That's the class I'm going to attach. So see how now this is the link you guys are going to get. Give me a yes once you have attached a file from your computer that you're sending to me. And if you don't see how to do it or need some help, click on the little paper clip. It opens up into the equivalent of a Finder window. You choose what you want to send, right? Maybe it doesn't matter. You need to send a little screenshot of your screen of your page, whatever you want to send me. Select it. You can send photos this way. It's not the most logical way to send them if they're in your Photos app. But if you have a photo on the computer desktop, for example, that you want to send, you can send it. So that would be one thing you can do. But you can, I'm attaching an actual document. Okay. I'm seeing yes from a few of you guys. Bob, Odessa, Barbara, are you there? I don't see you attaching anything.
I'm here. I closed Windows, but I'm working on it.
Okay. Now, I'm going to move over here. Okay, so here there's that attachment. I'm going to keep moving over to the right, and you see how it says format? So what can it format? When I click on format, look, one time I click, this whole little formatting window opens up. It's font, size, color. If I click on it again, it closes. See that? Open or close. So I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to select my text, and I want it to be bigger. So I'm going to go over here and make it much bigger, which is humongous. So then I'll go down and go, maybe I'll go back to 24. So it's big and not so eat. Okay.
I forgot how to do that.
And I can go to Helvetica and change it to a different font. So I'm going to choose a funky font. So I'm going to select my text again, and I'm going to choose Balboa, which looks bizarre and hard to read, but maybe I'll have one that's Blockhead. There we go. So really funky fonts, right? This doesn't make much sense because you'll see that when you get this, you don't have this font in your computer. This is a font that I downloaded for a design project. You don't have it. So I'm going to send it to you like this, and then you'll see that we'll see what you get, okay?
Okay.
Because you will get, if I bold something, so I'm going to bold the hi there. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to, what's that, Barbara? Oh, I'm going to mute you again.
I gotta mute me.
Okay. But you can change some of these things. You can go ahead and put in a bullet. So say maybe over here, I'm going to add some bullets. I can go over here and click on this little bullet, insert bulleted list, and I'm going to go list bullet number 1, bullet number 2, right? So I've inserted a list, 3, etc., right? So that's the list I inserted. I can change the format. I can make everything be centered like a poem, so I'm changing the formatting. I'm not going to teach you too much about formatting. These are
Fine.
things that either you know or don't know from other applications. But the one that I will keep is this weird font because I want you to see
What is that?
what is what.
What font is that?
Oh, it's a Blockhead OT. You won't have it. It doesn't come with a Mac. It's something I downloaded for a design. So that's the point. I chose something that you won't have because I want you to see that choosing weird fonts is not necessarily a good idea. The rest is like formatting it into all the other things works. I'm going to go ahead and make the first 2 sentences. I'm going to change color. Instead of black, they're going to go in red, right? So I want to see when you get it, how much of this stays when you see it through through a computer that doesn't have it. Okay. You can indent, outdent stuff, etc. Okay. If everyone's done a little bit of formatting to your message and you're good, give me, I see your hand is up, Denise. 1 second. Let me clear all feedback. So give me a yes if you did some formatting. Yes, Denise?
My question is, your attachment is in the email, it's the file. But
Mhm.
what if you want your attachment to be the icon so the reader has to click on the icon and open it, just so your email looks
Yeah. So when you get it, depending on the size of the file, depending on so many things, you will get it as just a little icon or as a view. For the most part, people want to see the PDFs. This is a PDF. But if
right.
this had been another thing, like had I attached, if I attach, let me go and see over here if I have like an Excel file and I say choose file, then you get the little icon.
Right.
You see that?
Right. Right.
So that's what it has to do with PDFs. All email apps try to show them, so
Right.
people open them and see them. But
Do you have
Excel,
control though? Like from your
no,
end, when you click
no,
that attachment button,
no, you don't.
you don't have control, and so you don't necessarily know how the reader is going to view it.
No, because when I send this, if you see it through your Mac, if you see it through your Gmail, if you see it through your Yahoo, if you see it through your Exchange, whatever way you see it, that browser will interpret it the way it wants to. And it will either show it to you as a link or as a page. You don't have control over other people's computers. Each computer will interpret your email the way they want to. Does that make sense?
That totally makes sense. I
Yeah.
was just wondering if we have control
On the
when
end,
we
no,
create our email, and what I'm
nope,
understanding you to say is
no,
no,
no.
we just click that attach button and
Yeah.
then it does what it wants to do.
Yeah, mainly it tries to show a PDF. So if you're sending in a PDF, assume that it'll try to show it. And if you're
Okay.
sending files that are extensions that are belong to proprietary applications, like you need to own Microsoft to read this, then it'll probably show up as a link. So that's the probabilities.
Okay.
When I send this to you, you will tell me how you see it. Do you see it this way or not?
Okay.
We'll find out in a little bit when I send, okay?
Okay.
It's kind of
Thanks.
the reason I'm testing. Now, I want to make sure that this is an email I can send you. So let me make sure that email practice roster, no, temp, no. This is also a PDF. So see this is a PDF. If I attach this PDF, it tries to show it to you, see? Because PDFs are meant to be seen. So as long as you're attaching a PDF, you can assume that it's going to be visible. I'm trying to send you another file that is okay for you to open. Okay, so I don't want to send you real files. to organize for my desktop
Class
with
list.
screenshot. I can't find right now one that is not a PDF that I can send you because I have rosters and stuff that I can't send you. But anyway, maybe let me see. Okay, so I'm going to send you this one, InDesign, and you will see what it's like to open a file that you will receive a file that you cannot open. Okay, because I know that 99% of you guys do not have InDesign. And so if you do have to be one of the few who is in my classes that has InDesign, you might be able to open this, but the rest of you won't. Okay. All right. After that, if I don't want to see this anymore, I can click on AA format. But if you like the idea of formatting your emails, colors and things like that do stay, then you can leave it open and you can always work on formatting, giving bullets or bolding or stuff like that. And then lastly, I'm going to head over here and at the end of my signature, I'm going to put my cursor at the end of my signature and I'm going to hit a return because I'm in this mode. It goes right under there. I'm going to put some emojis in here. So I'm going to tell you guys here, I'm going to send you a little whatever, Hitchcock, whatever this is. I'm going to send you a little emoji. So if you want to send little hearts or whatever, there we go. That's your place for picking up your emojis. Okay. I'm going to put another one in and I'm going to grab another one. So whatever you use most shows up here under frequently used. So I use these two. So, and I guess I use this moon some other time. So it's not that it's not here anymore, but the computer goes, oh, you like this one. So it puts it in there. And a lot of times people do tend to use the same 3 or 4 emojis, right? Many people use the thumbs up. And if I have to go find the thumbs up each time, that would be a problem. But now that I put the thumbs up and now that I have 4, they've gotten small. Then when I go back to the emoji, my thumbs up is going to be up here. And there's like 5 or 10 or so that you can put in there that they use. Okay. 3, it was able to make them big. 4, it got small. I am going to clean your answers one more time. Oh, everyone put a little emoji in there.
Are we
And
sending these now?
no, one last thing, the photo browser. So I'm not going to teach you how to organize your photos yet. That's in the photos class, but I want to show you there's so many ways of sending photos on a Mac. But right now I'm going to show you this one because I'm teaching you how to write emails. And I'm going to go over here to the photo browser. We're going to click in there and we're going to you have the choice to take a photo right now with my phone or with my, it'll just tell you which way, or I can sketch something or documents, but I'm just going to go straight to photos, just photos. And what it did is it opened my Photos app right now in my computer. If I were to open my Photos app, this is what I'd see. These are the photos that I have in my Photos app. And in fact, if I open this, for those of you who do know how to use the Photos app, people who have taken my class, you can see that I can go and head over and see my albums too. So I might want a photo that's one of my photos of the bike trip. And I click in there and then that's a photo I want to attach. Got it? So I can choose, if I'm organized in my Photos app, which you will learn when you take my class, then I can go specifically to the thing that I want to send. All right. So this is the one that I want to send. So I'm going to open that one. And, oh, I lost it. Which one was I going to send? Well, let me send you a flower instead because I think I'm going to drag it in right there. Oh, here, this is the one I was going to send you. This is my husband biking in it's a trail, an Amish trail with an Amish horse and buggy.
Nice.
That we went to this summer. So I've chosen it and I drag it in. See how easy it is? I'm going to choose another thing and just drag it in. And now I'm not going to send you 2, but just so you see, when I'm done, I can just close this little photos thing or move it out of the way, right? And now these are the things I'm going to send. But most importantly, I'm going to control the size of this image that I'm going to send you because right now, so everyone, Give me a yes if you were able to put a photo into your email. Yes, Jarmoon?
Yes, Ms. Diana. I had a quick question about attachment sizes. Is there like a capacity for the size of a file you can send?
Yeah, in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about right now. So, perfect question. First of all, I want to make sure everyone put photos in their email, and I'm seeing yeses for the most part. Okay, so I put one photo right now. I took the other one out, and I have a PDF, and I have an InDesign file. So I've got quite a few things attached into this thing. And over here, my message size says that it's a 3.3 megabytes. MB is read as megabytes. You see that? I'm noticing that my mouse isn't showing the place where I'm pointing to. Interestingly enough, why isn't it doing that? I'm reading over here. Message size 3.3 megabytes. You guys see that?
Yes.
Okay. And over here, it says image size large. So let me say that you have a limit of how many megabytes you can send. Some email apps only allow you to send and receive 10 megabytes. Okay. So in this case, I'm still okay because this is only 3.3 megabytes. Some emails address, the company gives you 15 megabytes. Some might give you 20 megabytes, right? But you don't know if your email address is one that allows you to send 20 megabytes. And here's the caution. You don't know if you're sending it to someone whose email only allows 10, then they won't be able to get it. Even if you can send 20 megabytes, but if the other person has an address, say the AOL or whatever, that only allows 10, when they get your email that's too big, they won't be able to receive it. Got it? So you want to try to common denominator, not send an email that's more than 10 megabytes, because that all emails allow. Yeah? Is that message pretty clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So how do you control this size then? Well, for one, this photo that came in at large size. And the only people that need me to send, so look, there's choices. Small, and it would be sent that size. Medium, it would be sent that size. And large, or actual size, which since the window has no more to where to go, it doesn't get any bigger. But if the window were to get any bigger, see how it gets even bigger and bigger and bigger? So that's the actual size, or original image, which is actual size. Plus, if you make any editing on it, it won't come in with the editing. So there's all the choices you have. Forget these. The only people who need actual size are people who are going to use this photo to print it like a, 20 by 30 photo on their wall, in which case they would have sent the email a different way. You never really need to send anything actual size. Large is quite large. Oh, but by the way, look at the numbers. Actual size, it said 6 megabytes. See that? Actual size, 6 megabytes. So I could still send this and safely everyone would get it. Original image is actually, interestingly, a little bit smaller because this is going as an HEIC. I don't want to get too deep into that. This is turned it into a JPEG for everyone to be able to receive it and read it, right? So actual size is the biggest. Large is already much smaller than actual size. It's 3.3. Medium, it went down to being 2.8. And small, it went to being 2.7. Now, don't forget that I have other stuff in here, other files. This is a pretty big file, right? So this isn't measuring just the photo, it's measuring my entire message. But this is only controlling the size of this photo. So it would seem that I can send about 3 photos attached to this email and I'd be fine, right? This is about 3 megabytes, 369. This is my big file. If I were to, this is a 2.5 megabyte file. See that? If this one that I added, see down there, it's saying that number. I don't know if you can see. I don't know why my mouse isn't showing. See over here how this is saying that is 2.5 megabytes. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is being added to the photo. If I didn't send this email, I'm going to delete it. Then suddenly, if I send it small, I have 162 KB. KB is so tiny that 1,000 KB is equivalent to 1 megabyte. So I could send 10 of these and get 1 megabyte. So I could send basically 100 of these and still be within the 10 megabyte. Does that make sense when I send tiny? But this is as tiny as it gets. When other people get it, they'll see that. Rarely do you really send small. Most of the time, for most people, what you want to send is something medium for them to kind of see the file. And they still have a lot of leeway. You can still send so many of these. You would only send large if they really want to print it or something like that, right? So that's my recommendation is for most situations, medium is good and small is too small. And you can attach many, many, many of these because say it's 300 kilobytes. So that's 9 before you get to 1 megabyte. So 9 times 10, right? So you can add a ton of these before you get to 10 megabytes. So that's a good size to send for people who you just want them to see your vacation photos, right? You're not trying to have them printed into a big old humongous photo that they're good. I mean, this would still print probably as a 4x6, maybe even as an 8x10. But with this one, you can make a really large print. All right. Give me
I
yes.
don't know what I do, but I lost it again. I
I'm gonna
lost
have-
it. Everything I had up on screen had been working. I just went away again.
All right, so here's what could be happening. Go up, let me show you my entire window now. What if, it's
Man.
possible that your viewer here, we're like, right now we're making a message, we're making an email, and I don't see it anymore, you know?
Should I
Like,
follow you? Like
Yes.
go to Pipeline and
No. This is any email. It doesn't matter that it's pipeline or not. It's my window. But when I created a new message, it popped in front. I was making it, but you must have clicked again there and it seems to have disappeared. Why? Because it's kind of hiding under there. See that? So let me just show you a trick. Go up to the word window, and it turns out I seem to have quite a few different emails here, right? I have this one, I have this one, and I have that one, and it popped in again. Okay, so if you're making an email like that, when you click on this, it moves forward. Your email is behind now. So instead of having to move it around to see it, you can just go up to window and click on this one and it pops up front again. Did that help you find it, Barbara?
well, under all inboxes, I have Zoom link back to Pipeline and Zoom link today's Photoshop pipeline.
No, but you're looking at your emails. The one that you are making. Didn't you start making one to me?
It disappeared.
Okay, so I'm telling you, follow my instructions. Go to this. Is my mouse still not showing itself?
No,
It is.
it's zooming
Okay,
around.
go over here to the word window, right? And pull down, and down here, I can't draw on it without it, it'll say, do you see down at the very bottom of the word window? Do you see 1, 2, or 10 things here? Whatever
I
you
see
there.
3.
Okay. If one of them has the title of the one that you were opening, click on them and see all 3. Click on it and it'll pop to the front. And maybe one is the one that you were making for me. And others might be some others that you left behind some other time.
Nope.
No? Okay, so maybe you did lose it. Go ahead and share your
About
screen.
message viewer or
Okay, share your screen. Share your screen so I can
Okay,
understand what's happening.
oh man, my brain's not working.
Okay. So you have a lot of stuff open right now, which is kind of confusing. Can you close your system settings, which are on the left side? One less thing to have open. move to the no, where it says privacy and security, click on
Over
that.
here?
Yeah. Yeah. Now close that window.
I thought that was you.
No, that's your system
Sorry
settings.
about that.
That's okay. Now this is your email. Move it over to the middle a little bit. Yeah. And then over here, you're checking on an email that is not, you're using like Safari or something on the far right where it says Diana Musacchio Zoom link for Photoshop class. On the
Over
right
here?
side. Yeah, that must be Safari when you click on that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so minimize that. Put your mouse in the middle window and minimize it. Okay, now you're left with just emails. Now, you don't have the 3 columns that I have. You're viewing it just in 2 columns,
Yeah, I guess.
which is a choice. That's fine. Now go up to the word window. No, it's not about
Up
width. It's
here?
a different setting. Go up to the word window. Yeah. Yeah, up there. Pull it up again. Go to the word window. Click. And then down at the bottom, you have all in bug Zoom link and Zoom link. So those are the 2 emails that you had just pulled up. Okay. So you haven't made one for me. I just thought maybe it was sitting
No, I
there.
did, but it went away.
Yeah. There's reasons it might have gone away. So now head over to this little box here, click on that and begin making an email. For me, you won't put everything in it, but just address it to me and then just add maybe a photo or something. The rest you can review later.
Okay,
Right?
I want to go up here with attach.
You can attach there or go over to the far right where I showed you the photo browser. Click on there, go to photos, and maybe
I don't have any photos because of my other class.
Oh,
I have 2 photos in Max Photos.
that's true. You have all your photos in a different
And I
browser.
had them added in that thing that left.
That's fine. So then no problem. Go ahead and attach a file or something and then you'll send. We're about to say send. So yeah, you can close that.
Oh, I'm
close that
sorry,
little
it's
window.
such a problem.
No, not a problem at all.
Attach.
And then you can,
Users, pictures.
yeah. I'm gonna stop my screen. I'll let you attach something and then
Pictures.
say choose file.
Well, I guess I have more than 2.
You have some, yeah.
That
So
one.
our Barbara doesn't keep her photos in the photos up and I forgot that. So, okay. I see another question showed up about
Now
what's the
it
signature
put a
button.
folder in there.
What's that?
It put my pictures folder in there. I clicked on a photograph.
As long as a photo came in there,
But
that's
it's
fine.
a folder, it's my pictures folder.
No, don't send me that. That's humongous. Delete that, and go back and choose
in
one
the-
single JPEG.
It's in the KBs. Okay. Okay, it won't let me write. Okay, what's it doing?
I'm sharing my screen now, not yours anymore. So,
I'm trying to get rid of it.
hit select it and delete it. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're sending is fine. All right, guys, here's
Select-
mine, right? And now that I'm ready to go, I want to show, oh, one more question, signature. Denise had asked what's a signature. Right now, I don't have any signature. It says none. I haven't
lost
shown you
it
yet
too.
how to add signatures. Some of you guys might have a signature. But if I want to add a signature, the kind that at the end of the email, I don't write it now, but when I send it, it would say, you know how the emails I send you say, Diana Musacchio, this is an email. I won't use your, Santa Barbara City College. Like people send their address, their business, that kind of stuff. That would be a signature. Right now, since it says none, if I want to create a signature, I would have to edit signatures. But right now, I want to avoid that. I want to send this email first because we put so much junk into it. We'll work on signatures a little bit later. So now I'm ready to send. And so that's it. I'm about to send this email. And now I want to share with you guys my entire screen and notice that even though I press send, it hasn't left my computer yet because see how, remember, I still have the undo send over here and I had it set for 30 seconds. So if you're like, I didn't get it yet, well, it hasn't even left my computer yet, even though I press send. Once it doesn't say anymore undo send, then that means that it's left my computer. Then it has to go to the system. There it is. See how undo send is gone? Now that just left my computer. Now, what you guys can do is it has to go through, you know, through pipeline to Gmail and then back into your computer. So it might take a little bit more or less, but one thing that you could do is you could click on this little icon here that says get mail. Right next to where we wrote new message, it says get mail. If you click on that one, it sometimes forces the thing to refresh and bring in new email. So, but not always. So I'm not saying that it did or not get there, but that could have helped.
Let me see. Go ahead.
Okay. So at some point you should be telling me that it's arriving. I'm going to stop my shares so we don't have on top of that one more Zoom. And we're going to wait it through because at some point you guys will get the email that I sent you guys. Once you get it, let me know. For now, I'm going to continue. Let the
Are we
system-
supposed to respond to the email or?
I want you guys to see two things. First, you'll notice that if you get it, it looks like it only got to you. You
Mhm.
don't see everyone else's addresses. That's because I sent them in the BCC, right? And then, yes, I want you guys to reply and notice that you can only reply to me. You can't reply to anyone else. There's no reply all because it only got sent to you from me as far as you're concerned. When you get it, you don't know that I really sent it to 8 people and no one else does either. And when you try to reply, instead of you're just going to reply only to me, the sender. Got it? That's the point of the BCC. All right. So yeah, when you guys do get them, go ahead and give me a reply. Now, I want to wait for a second here, and I'm going to show you.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay. Before I keep going, I'm going to I'm sorry. I'm trying to, I need to clean something up here before I share my screen again. Give me a second. I have some rosters open and I'm trying to share. If I wanted to share a page with you, but I need to close my rosters because we can't be doing that. Okay, I took out the rosters. Okay, how's it going? Did anyone get any of the email? Get my email yet?
Yes,
Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen because this is what I am getting. I sent it to you guys. So you guys sent me something, right? Here's the here's the emails that you guys sent me. But here's the one that I sent you. And something I didn't share yesterday with you guys is see how it says 5 right there?
Yeah.
That means that this isn't one message. This is one message alone that Odessa sent me. Okay. And it's loading and I'm going to look at it right now. And since I'm on Zoom and you're on Zoom, it's probably taking a little while to send me the photos. So it'll come up in a minute. But this one here is been sent to everyone. And there's 5 threads. So if I look over here, I'm getting answers from all of you. I'm going to stop sharing because it's going to say loading for quite a while because I'm using so much of my cable. I'm going to stop the share so that it loads quicker. Okay. And then I will share again because it's taking a little while to load. My system seems really slow today. What Wi-Fi am I on? Huh. No, should be good. Okay. I'm having I'm going to sit there and wait until it loads. Mine still say loading. Did you guys see my email, get my photos? What happened to the font? It's probably still red. and half of it, right? Red color.
Mhm. Yep.
But it probably is not that funky font that I wrote it in, right?
Mhm. Right.
Yeah,
Give up.
because you don't have, your computer doesn't have that font installed. So the rest did stay. You got a bullet list. You got, oh, here, they loaded. Let me now share my screen. Okay. So this is the email. This is the email that I got now that says 6, right? And this is the one I sent. Hi there. And I sent some emojis, a list, some photos. This is what I sent. As I keep going down, these are your responses. Robert said, got it. But he didn't answer to anyone else, even though, yep, I sent it to all of you guys. See, I can click in here and it says I sent it to all these people. I sent it to Barbara, Viola, Denise, Odessa, Afra. I sent it to a ton of people. But Robert is responding to me as if he only got it himself. Same with Jarmoon, but Jarmoon is sending me
Oh, there we go.
photo. Okay. Thank you for today's lecture. Yes, thank you so much, Jarmoon. Then Odessa just said, got it. Then Denise said,
Ah, finally.
thank you for your email. But in this case, since it's the last one, the things that I sent, I can see, right? If I can say see more, if I click on that, I would see the whole email that I sent. You see that? So now I can see it, my email inside of her email, but that's what she wrote. And then the last one, thank you so much. I received your email. So if I click on the see more on all of you guys, I would see, like I did here for Denise, my email. All right. What mattered to me is for you guys to see that if I scroll up and down, I see all the threads, or if I don't want to do that, I could go over here on the left side where it says 6 and I could click on that 6 and that would open the thread and I see that Afra responded and Denise responded and Odessa responded, Jarmoon responded, Robert responded, and then this is my original one, see? Because I have that little number 6. This, see how it went blue? It's a thread. So I'm going to close it so I see only the first one, but I know there's 6 emails within there. Or I can open it and see each individual email. Or I can scroll up and down here to see individually. But if I only want to see Afra's and I have like 20 responses, then I can do that and I go straight to Afra's response. If I only see Robert, I go there. Does that make sense, you guys? This little thread? If I go down to all my different emails here, I can see, well, there's a thread. So here is an email that has 3 back and forths. When I click on it, these 3 people have written. If I only want to see Carrie's, I can go straight to Carrie's, right? And click, and here's the email she sent. Or I can click on this one, and then here I'll see the 3 emails, the first one, the second, and the third. So that's a thread. It's also called a conversation. If you are not seeing any threads, that means that you don't have any, or that you don't have the option for conversations turned on. Scroll down all your stuff. Do you see that anywhere? Here's a number 2.
Mhm.
Y'all see that? You find a thread somewhere?
Yes.
Here's another one. Most are 2. Send and respond, send and respond, send and respond, right? But now and then there's 6 because it's the one that I'm sending right now. Okay, so if everyone is seeing them, that's good. Because if you don't see them, you could have changed that setting in the settings and I could go and change it back for you. All right.
That's not gonna
I
work.
think I didn't ask for a yes or no, but no one's speaking up. So I'm assuming you're seeing the threads. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not
No,
seeing the threads.
you're not seeing it. Now, you wouldn't see this thread, right? Because you don't see 6. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reply to all of you guys. I'm going to reply to all. And now this will be a thread. So now I'm going to say, I am sending another email. So now you should be seeing a number 2, which means you are seeing a thread of send and reply. Okay. So this is Deanna again. So I'm going to send it again to you guys. And when it comes in, it should be still part of, now you should be seeing that in the email I sent you. You should see your reply and mine, and so it should be saying 2 or 3. Okay, but again, it'll take a little bit. I'm going to stop my computer so that it has time to process while it goes and comes.
So hard.
What's up?
Oh, I'm all messed up. It's okay. I'll just follow you. I don't even have my downloads folder doesn't even show anymore.
Okay, so since that's not what we're dealing with right now, hang in there and I can help you
Yeah, I
with that
got
a
it.
little bit later. You got it? And it does
So-
have a thread now?
Yeah,
Okay.
2.
Yeah, you needed a thread to exist for you to see the number 2, right?
Yes.
So good. So now everyone should be seeing
Okay, there's
a number 2 at the very least.
yeah, for all.
If you went back and forth or with other people or whatever, it would be more, but at the very least, you should be seeing a number 2,
Right.
which is the thread of me sending and then replying, right? And when you got a reply, does it look like it just looks like I replied only to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like I replied to 7 people. Okay. So that's because I replied to all of the people that were in my BCC. I can see them. I sent them to everyone, but you guys can't. Okay. I have, I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to share the entire screen. And oh, so Barbara, I know you said you're a bit lost in.
Oh, I'm
But-
just
But did you get my email?
I
don't-
got one. I didn't get the second one.
The second one, you didn't respond to me yet, even
I-
once.
I
So
lost it.
it's okay. Don't worry. That's
I'm
fine.
gonna just watch the video and start all over from the beginning because
Okay.
my brain's not working. I don't want
Yeah.
to take up the time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my brain is not working too well either today. It's been an intense news kind of day. Yes, Bob.
Yes, one time where on the job, I learned that if I was sending an email out to 10 people, and it was short, I could just use one sentence in the subject box
Mhm.
with NA after that, which means no attachment. Have you ever done anything like that?
No, because attachment, I mean, it must be some kind of
It's just so
agreement
people can just-
you guys had within your business, because it would mean that are all your emails must have had attachments and you just wanted them to know that they didn't need to bother opening it. Let me share my screen again. I'm just going to share this. So here's the thing. If I look at these emails, I can read, thank you so much. I received your email, Afra. I don't need to open it. It's just one little line. That's good. So if I receive this one though, I can see the first 2 lines, but it has 3 dots. And so if I want to read it, I'm going to have to click and then I read it, right? So this is the one that Bob sent me. Now notice that I would have known it if it has an attachment or not. Why? Because there's a little paper clip there. See? So all of these came with attachments, right? Versus this one did not. So I don't need to write NA or not. So I don't know if it's necessary anymore to do that because you get told if there's an attachment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you see that little paper clip that I'm pointing to? It's tiny, but it's
Yeah.
there. So if
Yeah.
I look at yours, and I see not only that I can't see more than 2 lines, but I see an attachment, I know I need to click if I want to see the whole thing. Then there could be that in your business, there is also like an agreement amongst everyone that, or maybe this wasn't showing that if you write NA, they'd know that that was it. That was the line. Because what people see is the first 2 lines by default in this app. In other apps, you might see 1 line. You can change that. You can see more or less in the settings. You can choose how much you see here, but I can tell that this is only that. So I don't need to bother to click on it to read it, right? This is enough. But when I get 3 dots, I know there's more, right? And if there's more and I want to know what it says, then I'm going to click on it. And that's that I get the more on this side. Okay. So here I got the fact that I sent you guys a reply, and then Bob replied back, okay? And he had already replied once, but now he replied back to this one. All right, so now this used to say 6, now it says 7. All right, but I am communicating with 7 people or whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I sent it to 7 of you guys, but you guys only think I'm sending it to you and backing it back to me. If you guys were my book club and we're all trying to agree to meet at someone's house at a certain time, it would make no sense to have individual answers. I would be better if everyone could see, no, I can't make it, or can we make it over there, or how about we do it Wednesday, because everyone needs to be involved in that conversation. So then you can put people in the CC, and then everyone sees everyone's emails. Now that's the one that everyone hates, when everyone replies all and you get never finish the whole, right? So don't reply all unless it's truly matters. If you just reply, it goes only to the person who sent it to you. But if you reply all, it becomes a never ending story. So, all right. If there's no questions, what I'm going to do is have us take our break. It's time. Okay, so let me look at the time, 2:33. So be back by 2:48, right? Is that 15 minutes? No, that's not 15 minutes. What's 15 minutes? Yeah,
15.
2:30 to 2:45 would have been 15. Now,
49.
right, yeah.
Add 4 to 45.
Okay, 40. So I was kind of right. It was just
49.
off by a minute. Okay. See you guys in 15.
Okay.
Hi back. Hi again, Julie. Welcome back.
Thank you. Do I need to sign in again?
No, that's fine.
Okay, we just walked in the door. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I sent you an email that none of my emails would open. Then I sent you another email that said, when I select my school email, they all show, but they all show open, but my other mail won't open. So I don't care about that. As long as
That's
I
all
get my
right.
school mail. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I over break, I received some pretty bad news that I'm struggling with, so I'm trying to mentally keep going. So I hang in there for a minute.
Sorry to hear that. Life is throwing too many curves.
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay. I have a long day today, so doesn't, anyway. All right. I'll do as much as I can, okay? If I need to, I'll let you know. If I need to bow out, I'll let you know.
You know,
Okay.
it's okay with us if you want to bow out. You know.
Don't be
I know.
shy.
Y-
Just
you're
do
all-
it if you
you're-
got to do it.
You're always so nice, so generous, you
Yeah,
guys.
bow
Thank you.
out now if you want.
Yeah.
Life's hard and you always make it better. So if I can make yours better, go ahead.
You know what, you guys, yeah, thank you. I need to.
Why don't you take another 15 minutes or so? Or the rest of the time off. That's okay.
I agree with that.
Yep.
I need to, on top of that, teach another class this afternoon, and without a break, I won't be able to do it.
Well-
Guys,
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah,
Just-
it's fine, Diane.
I'll see you next Wednesday.
Mhm.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a
Virtual
wonderful-
hugs.
Bye.
Virtual
Well,
hugs.
I hope you feel better and everything works out.
Love and prayers are with you.
I'll see
Thank you.
you, 2 or 3 of you in Photoshop.
Okay,
Bye.
Take
bye.
care. Bye-bye.